Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Today I have another planner video for you guys and I'm so excited about this one. Yes, I got a new planner, sue me. This is the Filofax Personal Compact Croc planner in pink, or fuchsia I think it's called. And I just love it so much. So I switched my planner size again. I was using a pocket size before and honestly I needed more space to decorate. I'm definitely one of those people that enjoys decorating her planners and I didn't feel like I had enough space in my Holborn that you're seeing here to do that. Another reason for the change is honestly I saw the pink Croc one on the Filofax website and I just could not contain myself. I feel like it's so representative of my personality. Like I look at it and I get excited to plan, and I don't get that feeling with the Holborn. Even though it's a beautiful planner, it's so well made, the leather is so soft. Like definitely recommend if that's something that you're going for. Again, the main thing for me was the size and just how I don't feel like my personality shines through my Holborn. I have my Malden Mini here because I got that one first and I love the Malden Brown, or the name of the color is Ochre actually. It is beautiful, however it is not pink Croc, so you can't beat that. Here are all of them stacked together so you see how thin they are. It's very important to me that my planners are thin because I do carry them, whichever one I am using, with me everywhere I go, and so they all are pretty thin, which is great. The Mini is great if you're looking for a wallet and like maybe a to-do list on the go. However, I stopped using it because for me, I just couldn't plan. I mean, if I'm saying that the size of the pocket wasn't enough for me, the Mini definitely wasn't either, right? So we're putting her aside for now. The pocket one, I love how thin it is, and the reason I went for the Holborn initially was for the pocket configuration, which happens to be very similar to the pocket configuration that we see here in the Personal Compact Croc. So I feel like I'm getting everything that I liked from the Holborn and I'm adding, you know, this like look and just the color and the pop and excitement that I want for my planner to have. So I'm gonna walk you through the sections that I have and how I use it. I've been using it for a month now and I am so excited about it. I definitely see myself staying in this one for a while. My goal is to stay there for a year, so we'll see. So when you open it up, this is what you see. I have a lot of the stickers that I bought on Amazon. I think the pack is like $9 for 100 stickers and they're so beautiful. I just love them. My dividers are from Filofax from the website. They are the Norfolk dividers set and they're all different colors, shades of like pastel almost, and I think they complement the planner really well. Again, looking at this layout, I open it and I'm excited to plan, and I think that's what was missing from my Holborn. And again, this one has so many pockets. So here's the zippered one. It even has a leather flap to protect the pages on the other side. It also has this back pocket here. When you flip everything in the back, another pocket. It has 7 card slots here. And I'm no longer using it as my wallet, even though I bring it everywhere with me. I just feel like sometimes, you know, everywhere is a generalization. If I'm going to the gym, I'm not actually bringing my planner. So I have this card holder now that I can just pop on my bag or pocket wherever I'm going. But for everyday stuff, I do bring my planner with me. And I think I'm gonna put here maybe business cards or like gift cards or things that, you know, I wouldn't need to take to the gym with me. And it also has a secretarial pocket in the back. So again, the versatility and like usefulness that the Holborn brought to my life remains. But again, this planner is just such a pop of color. Like I find it so exciting. And I can already see myself, like I've seen myself using it even more than I normally would, just because I actually enjoy using it. So you can see here, it's stamped in gold. It says Filofax, Personal Compact Planner, Italian calf leather. The one piece of feedback that I have for Filofax is that I would love for the rings to be gold. That would have been ideal. But you know, don't sweat it, because I do love mixed metals. If you see, my pen is mixed gold and silver, so it actually works perfectly. Now the front part of the planner doesn't have any pockets like behind that picture there, and I think it's a great place to do what I just did there. So I have an ollie clip, it's a magnetic clip, and I just clip a picture that I like at any given time. Right now I have this picture from a photographer. Her name is Sarah Baba. She does this like photography series, like storylines I guess, and they have subtitles with them, and this one's from her series of self-love, I think, and I giggled the first time I saw this. It says, "What's your sign? I'm not compatible with assholes," and I think it's funny and cute, and so I put it in there because it fits my aesthetic and I really like it. So again, that picture will change depending on my mood. Sometimes I have a picture of Moxie or my family or my, you know, mood board for the year, which I need to start making, but I probably won't until mid-December maybe. But yeah, so here are the sections that I have right now. I have 6 tabs, so we have daily or diary, I guess, goals, food, finance, planning, and then projects. So I'll walk you through what they look like for me. I do have some post-its over there covering some information that I don't necessarily want to share. I might blur a couple other sections if I forgot to cover something with a post-it. But yeah, so I am using the week on 2 pages inserts from Filofax. I am using the cream colored ones because I love the quality of the paper. It's so beautiful. I did get COVID for the 3rd time. It was horrible, but it's fine, it's gone, and I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, so I have a few stickers in there. Another sticker pack from Amazon. Again, I think it was $9. So many stickers. I just love it. I love playing around with my planners. I feel like it makes me feel like a kid again, while also feeling, you know, productive. So I really like that. Initially, I was getting really hung up on wanting to have the entire year worth of weekly inserts in my planner at all times, but I haven't let go of that need. It's not really a need, and now I have maybe 4 months or 6 months at a time, and that's more than enough to keep me grounded, I guess, and just on top of things. You see all the stickers that I'm putting there, and that's what I was sacrificing in the Holborn. Even though I was putting some stickers in my planner, it looked really crowded, and I like to have some negative space in my planning, so, you know, there's always new things that come up, and I didn't like the fact that, you know, sometimes I would write one thing on one day and I would cover the entire day, and then I wouldn't have space. And of course you can always write smaller, but I enjoy not having to pay that much attention to things like that, you know, just scribbling into my planner. It's a useful planner. So I'm not really gonna sit down and like very carefully write everything that I'm doing. I'm gonna show you what it looked like, or like what the weekly spread looked like on the Holborn, and that's an example there. So again, really crowded, so definitely doable if that's something that you're into, but way too crowded for my liking. So again, this is a snapshot of what my day-to-day looks like. I just love going in there, using a million highlighters, and decorating my day-to-day. So the next section we have is my goals section. Typically I write my year goals at the beginning of the year. These are some of the ones that I had for 2023. Obviously super broad scope. I want to be more detailed about them this year, so I will maybe make another video about that and show you how I'm planning my goals for the new year. But yeah, I have some post-its covering some specifics that I am not ready to share, but I will typically write my yearly goals on one page, and then on the back at the end of the year go back and just write, you know, kind of like a status update. So where am I at with my goals? And I just like that for accountability. Speaking of accountability, I've been working out more. I've been using this app called Ladder. It is great. It is weight training, with an app. So you pick a trainer and then they come up with this new set of workouts for the week every Sunday. Every workout is between 30 and 40 minutes long, and you use like dumbbells or body weight or resistance bands, and it is so useful. And I found myself before really struggling at the gym because I didn't know what to do. I would look up for like YouTube videos, but then I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know which muscle groups to target. And then I did find a routine that worked for me, but I got really bored of it because it was like just a split of the same type of workouts twice a week. And so this one has kept me engaged for a while, even though you can see there I only have 2 days in November marked. I did work out today, so I need to mark that, but I did actually start using it in September, and it's just been so good. So I want to keep that up for next year, and this is where I'm going to be tracking that. So again, making sure that I'm staying accountable to myself. I get this like tiny, like, what is it, dopamine or serotonin hit when I am able to check something off of my planner. And so here, you know, at the end of the day, coming back and being able to just highlight the day that I did work out in. And again, before, I've been really kind of like silly with my goals, thinking that, hey, I'm gonna work out every day this month, and in 2 months I'm gonna be in whatever shape. And that's silly because that's not how life works for me, at least. And so here I have the split already written out for the entire year. So I'm going to be tracking this for an entire year, and then I'm going to check in maybe next November and see how I'm feeling in terms of, you know, am I being consistent? Am I being accountable to myself? Again, if I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it, then, you know, that's not great for my self-confidence and self-worth. And I think it's great to just keep yourself in check, and my planner is how I do that. I don't have anything else here on goals, but again, I'm gonna go in and draft my 2024 goals soon, and I'll share those. My next section is food, and so here I just have some staple grocery items. I know this might seem silly, but I just hate having to make a new grocery list every time. And so here I just have the things that I normally would buy. And I'm gonna go in and add my favorite recipes too. So just quick and easy things that I can make. Again, sometimes you're really tired after work, you don't feel like cooking, and you also don't feel like thinking about what you're gonna cook. And so it's great to just have a reference sheet of the things you know you like to just go in and make. My next section is finance. And again, I covered the details of my numbers here because I don't know if I really want to share that. Unless you really want me to, let me know. But just to show you my setup, so I always put like the month and then bills next to it, and then paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and then I break down where the money's going, how much money is going to what. And this is really helpful to me, not only obviously to pay my bills once the paychecks do arrive, but also, again, to keep myself accountable. So if, you know, now the holidays are approaching and I feel the need to spend more money than maybe I should, so I can always flip here to the month that I'm thinking about spending more in and see where my money is going. And, you know, maybe I can spend a bit more, and that's fine, and maybe I can't. And so this again is a snapshot to keep myself accountable to the plans that I've already made. My next section is planning, and so this section is kind of broad, like a catch-all thing for things that are coming up, I guess. And the first thing I have here is the list of things that I need for my new apartment. So again, you guys know I moved back home with my parents last year, and so I'm planning to move out for the second time. The first time I moved out, it was me and my sister. We moved downtown. It was great. It was really fun, but we were so broke, so anything that we bought was just not salvageable. So I'm definitely starting from scratch here. So, you know, this is just fun. I keep a list of the things that I want to get. I highlight the things that I've gotten, and yeah, it's just planning for the future. So I normally just go to HomeSense or Marshalls and just find cute stuff. It's become a really fun hobby for me, and I have a box downstairs in the garage where I just store everything until I move. So that's very exciting. Then I have my gift tracker, which is obviously self-explanatory. Then I have my tattoo ideas and YouTube video ideas, so don't judge me, please, okay? I want to get more tattoos, and I always just forget to prioritize them, I guess. I have this one that I love. It's a sugar skull from the Day of the Dead. One of my favorites. I mean, I only have 2 tattoos. I love them both, actually, but I love that one. And so these are just ideas that I want for my next tattoos. I'm not gonna get them all, but I just have to pick. Supernatural is my favorite show ever. I think it's the best show ever, actually, and I just love it. So I know that when you read them, they sound silly, like a license plate, but it wouldn't be like an actual, just like flat license plate. Like these are all just inspiration for the actual tattoos that I would get, okay? Same with Moxie. I really want to get one for Moxie, but I don't know what I would get, so maybe the paw or like her silhouette, I don't know. And then the Mystic one, Eyes and Hands. I know it sounds silly, but I have a specific picture in mind. I'll try to find it and put it on screen. And I'm not gonna copy this picture, but I like how like it works together, and so I feel like I would want something like that in my tricep maybe. So again, just keeping it there as a reminder. And then my YouTube ideas. These are just ideas for videos. They don't all become videos, but again, because I bring my planner with me everywhere I go, I sometimes think of things on a whim on the train or wherever, and I just need to write them down. And yes, I could write them on my phone's app, but I don't want to do that. It's just, there's something about writing on pen and paper as opposed to a phone that just feels so much better to me. So that's why I keep that here. Again, some of the things you see there are not going to become videos, but some others will. I definitely will shoot a what's in my bag video, because I just got a new bag from Coach. It's fantastic. It's my everyday bag. I say just, but I've actually been using it for like 3 or 4 months. The best bag ever. So I am so excited to share that with you. And yeah, so I just jot down ideas here whenever they come to mind. Next we have my project section. I am covering some just contact info that I have on the other page there. But here I have my reading log as my first project. I really want this to become a habit, but it's not yet. I started the year really well. Like I think I read the first 12 books in the first 3 months of 2023, and then I completely dropped it. So trying to get back into it. It's a project because it's what I'm focusing on right now, but that changes a lot for me. So I've recently been doing pottery, so that was a project, and I want to learn how to play guitar, so that is a project, and I want to, you know, take my yoga teacher certification, so that's another project. And so yeah, I will be updating this section more, but right now this is the only thing that I have here in my reading log. Next, I just have this envelope with some page flags and a picture of Cinnamon Roll because he's so cute, and then more card holders. I don't know why, I just have that insert there. But yeah, that's what my planner is looking like these days. Let me know what you think, and if you like it, or if you can relate to the things that I've talked about in terms of wanting a planner that is exciting to use. Here's the lineup again as a reminder in case you forgot or you wanted to see them again together. But yeah, thanks so much and see you soon.